Well, the New York Rangers just made history. Peter Laviolette will be the new head coach of the New York Rangers. He'll be the 37th head coach in their franchise's history. And what history am I talking about? As of my research, he'll be the first head coach to coach the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders in his career. There's not really been much crossover between those franchises when it came to head coaches. So what does Peter Laviolette bring? Well, this is Peter Laviolette's record: 752 wins, 503 losses, and over his career, 150 overtime losses / ties. He won a Stanley Cup in 05-06 with the Carolina Hurricanes. He made the Stanley Cup Finals in 09-2010 with the Philadelphia Flyers, and then again in 2016-17 with the Nashville Predators. Laviolette has been known to help bring teams to that next level, and that is what the New York Rangers are looking for. So is he a better coach than Gerard Gallant? I think they're just different coaches. Laviolette is far more hands-on, where Gallant's a little bit hands-off and he's not as great with the in-game adjustments. In-game adjustments is what Laviolette is known for. That is how he has thrived in his NHL career. He's good with being hands-on and adjusting the strategy when it's required. Now, Laviolette did just coach the Washington Capitals, and they did not make the postseason, but to be fair to him, that Capitals roster is getting a little bit long in the tooth and wasn't the Capitals of old. You have the amazing Alex Ovechkin, but expecting a guy in his later years to carry a franchise to a playoff berth is just too much to ask. So do I think this is a good hiring by the New York Rangers? Yeah, I do. Considering the coaching pool that's out there, I don't think this is a bad coach to bring in. He's won a Stanley Cup. He's been proven to go the distance multiple times. And the one thing I'd be excited for if I'm a Rangers fan, he is known for his defensive structure. That is something the Rangers just did not have under Gallant. Defensively, they were very mediocre. And I would say in the postseason, it was pretty much the same, very mediocre. And you saw those flashes of brilliance, but too many men being wide open in front of their goalie and expecting Shesterkin to keep continually bailing them out. So I do think this hiring is good in that regard. You need Adam Fox to be that lockdown guy in the postseason. Keandre Miller should take the next step. Jacob Trouba should still be a quality defenseman. They have good pieces here in New York. They just needed a coach to go with that system. Where there might be a little bit of regression is offensively. Now, I'm not saying Laviolette is a terrible offensive coach, but it's not his strong suit. In this upcoming season, I think it is vitally important that the kid line, aka chytil, kakko, and lafreniere, take that next step and become 50 to 60 point scorers. I'm not expecting something crazy like 80 or 90 points, but if they keep advancing in their development, the Rangers have a longer window to compete. They don't need to bring in another forward if those guys take the next step. But I would be interested to know your thoughts down below. What do you think of this hiring? Do you think it's an improvement or a downgrade? I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.